Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hermits on Bedrock. I am your host, Conman1125, and this is episode 11. And we are here at the Galleon, just kind of enjoying the view of our port city that is ever growing. Last episode we added the beekeeper's house over there. You can kind of see it, and there it is to the right. And it fits perfectly. I gotta say, I'm very satisfied with this build. I wrapped around the retaining wall around the corner. It looks a lot better than it did. And, oh, there's a bee! There's a bee. Look at that. They weren't out earlier, but they're out now, this morning. And, along with doing the beekeeper's house, we also did kind of a more, a lot more bigger of a project, which is finishing our walls. And I had a lot of good suggestions about what to do about over here and the other side as well. And I really appreciate those comments, guys, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm still mulling it over in my head. I had one really good comment that said I should keep the design of the current walls and try to make it go around. Messing around with the retaining wall idea. Hammer gave me a couple ideas that I really enjoyed. Hammer's one of my buddies on the Realm. He actually came and helped me look over these walls and make sure I didn't mess up anything. I'm sure there's one or two more mistakes that I'll notice, but I really appreciate his help doing that. But as you can see, I've started something new. Today we're gonna start building the castle itself, which, as we talked about last episode, is gonna be up on a platform around this size. This is not the final shape. I'm kind of really unhappy with this corner here. It does not look good. No matter which way you look at it, it just kind of looks like it just. I need to make this a smooth curve, if anything. If we keep the curve, it's going to be smooth. So I did that by hand, so I might even have to go on plots and get some specific. But anyway, I made this map so we can kind of get an overhead view of how big the castle is going to be. And while I was doing this and getting prepared for that, I did a lot of off-camera resource gathering. I ran out of stone completely, so I just went ahead and got, like 8 shulkers full of stone. And it made me realize something. Of course, we bought some more wood from Ryan's shop. And, of course, got the more deep slate and et cetera, et cetera. But I noticed something, and you can see I do have a diamond pick in my inventory, because all of my pickaxes just are breaking, and there's no good way to mend anything anymore. Let's go. I'll take you guys over to the old way I used to do it. So I'm sure you know about the kelp, and you smelt the kelp, and as it smelts, you get a little bit of XP, and now you still get a little bit of XP, but you see that? It was nowhere near enough. Like, you get almost nothing out of that anymore. They updated that, along with the hunger as well. I'm eating more than I've ever eaten in my entire time ever playing Minecraft, even in Java Edition. It's kind of getting ridiculous, but those tools, that XP problem, is a big problem around the realm, to be honest. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. I'm sure they're having the same problems that I have. It's very hard to get XP. And our gold farm, that's what we're having to do now, is we go over to the gold farm and get some XP, but it's not, you sit over there for 10 minutes. It's just, tiring. Very tiring. So we have a couple choices on our farm board that gives us quite a bit of XP. The first choice would be to do an Enderman farm in the end. And I'm sure you guys have seen those farms around YouTube and around other people. It's a very popular XP farm. We could also do the Guardian farm, or we could even build, instead of having our small 1-window, we can build a big 4-window gold farm. And that pretty much will give us the same amount of XP as the Enderman farm, but it'll give us a lot more gold. But we don't really need gold. We have plenty of gold. I got a shulker box full of gold blocks. That farm really does it for me. But, so I'm leaning more towards the Enderman farm. Simply because I won't have to put that in my farming district, and it can even be a community build. Everybody can go there and take their sword out, their Fortune 3 sword, or Looting 3 sword, and whack at some Endermen for a while. So I think that might be what we're going to do in today's episode. I don't know if we'll do that first. I don't know what order we're going to do things in. But yeah, that's definitely... Let me sleep. Okay. But yeah, so, we got a lot of stuff to do today, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of stuff to do. And this castle's probably going to be a 3 or 4 episode build, because it's actually pretty large. We might even just flash over there and see it real quick. Back in our creative test world, I showed you this in the last episode. Kind of got a glimpse of the facade or the silhouette of how I wanted the castle to look. And this is about actual size. Okay, and it's a lot bigger than it looks. And I built the throne first because the throne is the smallest thing I'm going to build in this build, right? And like we keep talking about the other times we've come in this world, that's what I always start with so that I can scale things around. That way, we're not stuck with a one block space, 1 by 1 block space for our throne. It's just this. So build your smallest thing first and build your build around that. So this is going to be like the throne room hallway. And then we're going to have like probably a library or something here. A couple different towers. And it does not look good now. I understand that. But this is just me doing like a stick model of this, trying to get it the way that I want to look. Because I can see it in my brain, but of course you guys probably see something totally different. But the reason why I had to do this first was because, see these pillars? That's how much space I need for the platform to be. Because I want some extra space on either side. I don't want to be too, scrunched in or whatever. And actually that corner that I was talking about is actually probably going to cut in like this. So we're actually going to get a nice, smooth transition. We're not going to have any blocky looking areas. But I just wanted to show you guys that very fast before we continued with this episode. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I got a couple of things done since you last saw me. But let's walk in there and look. Ta-da! So I did one, but I usually do this in most of my episodes. I start out with the skeleton, and then I show you how the next step, and the next step, and then finally you'll see the finished product. But pretty much the only thing that sucks about this is whenever I fly away, you'll see, boop, all those details disappear, and it kind of becomes really bland from far away. You see how much those details really add, especially the banners, which of course, blue is our color. And I added 1 block below the surface block of this platform. So, like, technically, this is like floor level. But I did this so that I can place these blocks and not have to worry about having to have a whole bunch of scaffolding or something. So I just went ahead and filled it in. I've already started putting up the skeleton you saw in the creative world just now. I dug out what we're going to need to dig out, minus what we need for the ceiling, but we'll see. I want to leave as much of the natural terrain as there as possible, which is the reason why I did that. But you can see our platform, to my relief, is kind of perfectly sized for this build, I think, because we're going to have a little tower right there that's going to kind of jut out, and then, of course, our two towers. That's going to be one right here and one big one in the central. And been toying around with some ideas about where I want to put my storage. Because I kind of want this to be like a grand hall, right? You go through the throne room, you go through this building, or this door, and then boom, big hallway with like the ballroom and stuff. Or I could make this my big storage room. So if you guys are still watching, please leave a comment. What do you think I should do? You think I should make this my storage room? Or have like a elytra entrance in the side of the mountain, like I fly in and then just go into like a door right here and then be able to get into my storage room that way. But we got some options here, and I just kind of wanted to bring you in really to show you this right here. And we got some fun transition coming up. Like this whole corner, we're going to have to figure out how to make it look good. This whole entire transition. I'm thinking about doing a fountain or a statue. Of course, diagonal statues are always hard, but maybe we'll figure out something. But yeah, so I'm going to continue working on this, and then I'm pretty sure we're going to wind up doing an Enderman farm today. I think I thought about it overnight, because it's been about a night before, one day since the last recording, and I think the Enderman farm is going to be where we're going to go, because even though building a 4-window gold farm, as I've found out through research, would be better for XP, we still need to do it for our farms list. So why not knock something off the farms list in this episode, and I can probably do the gold farm on my own time or off camera, or I can. But a little bit of an order. Once we get this built and all the final, we can build the super smelter. You know what I'm saying? Because I desperately need a super smelter. I've been in here smelting all this copper I got from that big mining session. And as you can see, like, we got a lot of copper. We got to figure out what to do with all this copper. Hopefully we can integrate it into this build, but I don't see how we're going to do that. Hopefully we can, though. Find out some way to make it fit with our current color palette we're using. But it's going to look great at nighttime. These lanterns really sell the base. Even the walls look amazing, and it's all illuminated, lit up. It looks really good. It actually looks a little better at nighttime, in my opinion, than it does in the actual daytime. But guys, let me go, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as I finish this. And the grand reveal. Boom. Oh yeah. I'm really loving it. It just sucks the banners disappear. But I've textured everything, so everything is as it will be. Maybe some cracked deep slate foam bricks or whatever. But other than that, this one little portion, pretty much half, a little bit more than half actually, is finished. And you see I'm alternating, white and blue, white and blue. I might even do, white on the sides and blue in the center, or, white in the center and blue on the sides, just to kind of mix it up, because it still looks a little plain, So maybe mixing the white and the blue together might be a little bit better thing. But over here, I have constructed a fountain to kind of go inside of there, and I'm going to put some lights behind those stairs. I might have already done that. No, I didn't. But I'm going to put some lights behind those stairs, and it'll light it up and illuminate it very prettily. Also got some drip leaf going, some of those new 118 blocks, so that you can run across here, and hopefully maybe I'll have us a little secret entrance right here, perhaps. I'll throw a key down or something, and then it gets sucked up and opens the door to the secret laboratory, because we got all this room back here. And I didn't mention in the last clips, but this is going to be more of a residential area up here to match these windows. So this will be a room, this will be a room, this will be a room. So you'll have like 4 rooms, 5 rooms on that corner, and maybe 1 or 2 more right there. I'm not sure. Don't know if I said in the last clip or not, but I'm making a doorway right there. I haven't just to get it done. I went ahead and did it regular ways. But once we finish up the inside and start doing interiors, I'm going to add a door right there, and it's going to actually be where the wagons come in here through the main entrance. They'll pull into the door here, and then inside of here, we'll have like a little unloading dock where they can unload stuff, and maybe some dollies going up and down to transport things into the main castle itself. Still haven't really done much up here since last you saw. Just really getting ready for putting the castle together. But I've been giving a lot of thought into the Enderman farm design. And I think that's what we're going to do next. But I definitely wanted to show you guys this. I loving this design, and the windows were just such a great idea. So I think the next time you'll see me, it's probably going to be in the end, because we got to go build this Enderman farm. Hello there. So, as I promised, Enderman farm, right? I hit them once with the flame, they die. I really need to lower this down one more. I followed a tutorial by JC Plays, and he said 30 blocks, but really I think like maybe 31 to get that one hit kill, because it's really, as you can see, 50 levels already. I came down here, I think I was at like 40 something, so it's not terrible. That's really good. Already repaired all my armor and stuff like that. I keep getting hit, so I think I might wind up putting maybe some trapdoors up here to keep that from happening, or maybe just sit back a little bit more. And in all reality, we could always hook this up to a trident killer and try to make it maybe a 4x4 drop. Somehow, maybe have some piston action going and have them just kind of getting shoved down here and have like a trident killer going. That would definitely be a project for another day. I'm just trying to do something simple. And we are going to decorate it. And look, we already got like almost 5 stacks of ender pearls. But, oh, okay, I need to block that hole. We gotta block that hole up, definitely. I hate that noise, dude. Let's get out of here. Get out of here! That's so loud. But it's just a simple endermite deal. As you can see, they all just run towards the endermite and then freak out. They see the trapdoors and they kind of just, fall down there onto the drop. So really, I name tagged the endermite, but it didn't show up once I put it in the mining cart. So either it's not really name tagged, or it glitched out. You know what I'm saying? Or you just can't see the name tag while they're in the mine cart. I'm not sure. But we're gonna kind of prettify this a little bit. I got some blocks downstairs, and we are going to make it look a little bit better than this. We're going to decorate it because I don't want to leave anything unfinished anymore. You know, like whoops. So whenever I start a project like this, I would love to be able to leave it looking good for the other players in the realm to be able to come and use and enjoy using it, and it looked good. But let's pop back up to the top real quick. I'll kind of give you the game plan before I actually uh, do it. So there's the spawning area for, this is where we come in, right? So my plan is I'm gonna do like a staircase going down, and then you'll literally just like take the stairs down to the Enderman farm instead of using a ladder or scaffolding or something slow like that. I might also do like some water elevators, some bubble elevators. I actually brought the stuff to do it, magma and the soul sand and my 2 buckets of water, so that you have maybe some options of coming up here just instead of just the staircase itself. But we'll do the staircase, and then I'll bring you guys back once I have this a little bit better decorated. So a little bit of decorating is done, and we're still over here killing the Enderman. I don't think I'm going to decorate the tunnel just simply because that's just a lot of work that's unnecessary. But we actually got an Enderman head, which is awesome. But coming this way, we got the stairs up there that goes all the way up. It's not quite finished yet, as you can see. I ran out of resources. But you can kind of get the gist of how this is going to go. And then here, we're actually going to do an end hub, which will pretty much, we're going to get the alliance together, probably, and then we're going to build that junk, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, so what a great project to do. And now, since we finished that project, we can do this right here. And there we go. Enderman farm complete. So now we only have 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7 farms left to do on our big board, and we might even extend this for some smaller farms as well. Maybe put some smaller farms down there. I'm not sure. We'll have to see when it comes to that. But let me get back to work up here in our castle area. We're probably gonna actually have to add another row of maps so that we can get the castle in there as well, or make these maps a little bit smaller. But let me get back to work. I can show you real quick that we're quickly getting closed out of our base. Like soon, like once we finish this wall, we're gonna have to figure out some way to get in. Like right now, I can probably fly through this, fly through the window, but you know, the smaller ones are gonna be a little harder. But let me work on this other side, and then I'll bring you guys back, and we'll kind of discuss the process for building the castle. I don't know if we're gonna get to the castle in this episode, but we're definitely going to do something. Because yeah, we still gotta do something down at the village. That's right. We got to build a building down there. I don't know what it's going to be, but maybe we'll do the lighthouse. That's probably a good idea. Do the lighthouse right here. Be interesting. But guys, let me finish this little bottom portion up, and I'll bring you guys right back. And mwahaha, we finished the sidewall, and we got all the banners in place. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you think of those banners, or if you like this way better. So these are like the solid colors. You have like two, it's like in a pattern. So you have like, you know, the white, the blue, the white, the blue, the white. But over here we have like the, you know, the white striped blue banners. So you got like the blue and the white and the blue. So I think I'm leaning towards this, but I'm gonna let you guys decide. So please leave a comment and let me know which one you like, and I will leave them at however many comments I get. Of course, you know, me having some kind of majority. But we finished the big retaining wall that's going to hold up the actual castle itself, and I actually did a little arch just to kind of give you guys a little idea. This is actually the smaller one. The one that's over here is actually going to be even taller than that. And of course, we're going to have all the towers and stuff going. So that's something to look forward to. But now we are going to turn our attention down here, specifically in this area, and we are going to start construction of the lighthouse. And hopefully, I actually designed a little bit of it already, and I'm just hoping that's not going to be too big and it's not going to take away from the scenery we got here, because it is going to be pretty tall. So I might actually tuck it back a little over here, perhaps. That way it won't interfere with none of those builds, and these ships can still see to get into the dock. But guys, let me start working on this terraforming a little bit, and when I get the base layer down, I'll probably bring you guys back, or we might do a stream and build this thing. But we'll see. So I will see you in just a second. And she is a thing of beauty, ladies and gentlemen. I just went ahead and finished it. Almost. Not quite. Of course, as usual, no interior. I gotta figure out how to get these lights to work up here. Yep, we gotta figure out that. And I don't know about this ceiling yet, this roof. I did the best I could on the fly. It kind of has a little bit of a curvy point to it because just because of the way it's laid out and the space I had available. But taking a look farther back, you know, we're gonna have the path going up this way. You're gonna have a nice leisurely walk into the lighthouse from the village, overlooking the bay area and, of course, the new ship. Oh, and you go inside, and then in here you'll be living and doing everything else and whatnot. But this build turned out pretty good, I think, and yeah, I mean, I really, it was a challenge because I didn't want to make it too tall, because if you make it too tall, then you're gonna take away from all the other things, because you know the lumberjack is right back there. So if we make it too, you know, big, then it'll take away from the scene. But I think, especially looking from this ship, it really fits in well here, especially whenever we have the longer render distance on the creative world, and you can see all the other things in the realm, or in this area. But yeah, so I mean, I think we did pretty good. You know, I did like 8 or 9 designs after we talked last, and I just could not find one that I liked that, you know, had, you know, because usually I inset things, you know, like that. I have it insetted. There's like 3 levels of depth. There's not much depth in this build per se, other than the windows. And I'm still messing around with a couple little things on the sides, whether I want to put windows or not. We got the moss growing. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to move the moss because, you know, we just kind of lucked out here because we went from green to this dark green, our dark green grass. But I'm glad it's turning nighttime because this place is absolutely gorgeous in the night, and we might just wait for that to happen together. But I mean, it's really coming together, guys. I mean, just walking through here now, I feel like I really need to finish this path. But I really feel like, you know, it's starting to come alive down here. I mean, every direction, like especially from right here. I stand here, I look, and you know, there's the butcher's house, there's the farmer, the lumberjack, the beekeeper's house, the lighthouse. I mean, just, you know, the ship 1. If you come a little bit, maybe we could get ship 2. Ship 2, you know, I mean, the guardhouse. You got the mining place up there. I mean, it's just kind of getting crazy, but in a good way, you know. So this is where I'm going to end this episode. But, you know, in the next episode, we still got, you know, of course, quite a bit to do. We're going to have to probably connect this road to the castle finally. Oh, look at this. Looks amazing at nighttime because of the lanterns. That's why I got to put lanterns up there. And then make sure you leave a comment about those banners, okay? And we'll also probably work on this under part a little bit, maybe even do some of these rooms. But mostly, I want to get at least the shell of either complete one part of the building or the castle completely, or get the entire shell done. We'll probably just do one piece at a time, to be honest, because I pretty much already have this part made and designed up. But let me know what you think about this, guys. Anything that I do in the episodes, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it, whether you like it or not. You know, I'm good at taking constructive criticism, and it is very welcomed. Like my friend Hammer, we hashed this out yesterday. We were talking about it, and he said, "Oh, it's too wide on the bottom," the first time, and I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So please leave those comments, and of course, if you really like what you saw, subscribe, and of course, like the video, so that you can get more and see these episodes as they come out. Because these things are really heating up here. We got a lot of big plans in the future, and hopefully, I can get these episodes out once a week. But as always, you know, things go on. But guys, I really appreciate you watching. And, you know, we're really close to 100 subscribers, you know, really close. So please, help me out. And as soon as we reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to do something crazy. I don't know what it is yet. You know, some people, you know, I think I'm going to save, like, the ghost pepper for 1,000 subscribers. But we'll see, you know, we'll see. But, guys, again, thanks for watching. And hope you come back and see me again, because we're going to be working right here in the castle.